My name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a PC200LC. This is a -8 series. The serial number of this machine is A8862. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. We're going to talk about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. If you buy this machine from me or some of the others that we have for sale, we have some small excavators. We've got a little PC160 over here. We got a PC78 Komatsu over there, trenchers, some water tankers. We have a couple of loaders. Anyway, the point is if you buy this tractor from me or any of the others that I have for sale, you're going to be dealing with Pro Provencio. He's my right-hand man. He's the guy running the camera. Price on a new machine like this these days is I don't know, 200 to 220 maybe. It may even get worse than that. They say that if you buy one of these excavators today, it'll take you like 3 or 4 months to get it. And with that shit being stuck in the Gaza Strip or whatever the heck it was, they say that it's even going to be even worse than that. So anyway, the weight of this machine is 47,260 pounds. I got to get a measuring tape. I forgot to get the widest point. Okay, so the widest point are these tracks right here, the outside of the tracks. I forgot that when I was measuring the machine. It's 10 foot 5 inches. The highest point is the top of that cab right there at 10 foot. This is whenever it's all tucked in into transport profile. The length of this machine is 19.5 feet from the end of that counterweight to the end of this knuckle when this machine is in transport profile. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because this is a rust-free machine. I mean, you can see where the paint's flicked off and the rainwater's gotten to it, but it in no way, shape, or form is a rust-pervasive machine. I was trying to read that there. It says PC200. I thought it said PC2000, which is impossible, but anyway. We're far enough south. I mean, we're 300 miles from the ocean, and we're far enough south that the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables, and we try to avoid that because both Uncle Pro and I have high blood pressure, so we try to stay away from that. Just about every machine we purchase comes from one of about 30 different contractors, large contractors or municipalities that we deal with here in the Metroplex. This particular excavator came from a guy that I've done a lot of business with over the last 25-30 years. He's got an excellent maintenance program. I've bought stuff from him, he's bought stuff from us. He's got a really good maintenance program that rivals one of the best I've seen. We, as well as our customers, have been happy with all the machines we purchased from this guy, and it should be said that before I purchase any machine, my mechanics thoroughly inspect it, and then I personally go out and I inspect it, you know, before we write a check. So I have 2 guys that go out and inspect the machine. They say everything's okay. Pro goes out and he looks at it, and if he says that if he says everything is okay, then I personally go out and inspect it. That's kind of the way it generally works. As far as options go, this machine has got an enclosed cab. The AC on that machine blows ice cold. Heater works just fine. This is equipped with a thumb. This is a stiff arm thumb. I think it's got an outlet in the cab, but I'm not sure if it's 12 volts. So when I look in the cab, if I remember, I'll look at that for you. You may want to verify that before you plug your phone into it. I'll talk about the engine here in a little bit. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks on it. Everything works. Top speed is 3.4 miles an hour. This undercarriage here is probably about 75%. There's no leaks on the final drives. You got 3 travel speeds on this machine. Each one of them work just fine. Top speed on this tractor is 3.7 miles an hour. So you can rest assured you're not going to get pulled over and get a speeding ticket when you go pick your girlfriend up. Like I say, these final drives have got plenty of power. I mean, they'll counter rotate no problem. That's one of the ways that I check a machine to make sure that the final drives, because if you got one track going one way and the other track going the other way, that's a lot of strain on those travel motors, and that's a quick acid test to tell you whether or not your travel motors are pulling like they should. Everything on this, again, everything on this machine works. The lights all work. This is a high intensity lamp up there. The hydraulics are strong. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. You can run up that.
Okay.
There's no deflection or any kind of problems in this turntable or this Rotex. All of these pins and bushings are relatively tight. This bucket right here, this is a 42-inch bucket, but with those side cutters, the bite of this bucket is actually a 48-inch bite. It's 55 inches high and it's 48 inches deep. This thumb right here is 8 inches wide and 55 inches long. Let's see here. That's probably about 1.5 yards to 1.75 yards bucket heaped. When you say, Pro?
Yeah, I would say it.
The maximum dig depth on this machine is 21 feet. The maximum reach at ground level from the end of these tracks right here is 30 feet. Maximum dig height is 32 feet. The breakout force on this machine is 32,000 pounds. And the lifting capacity on this tractor, there's actually a chart in here. And I want to say from the
That's where he's reading it from.
From the front of the machine at 10 foot down, just to give you an idea of the power of this tractor, it's 35,000 pounds according to this chart right here. Oh, here's another neat thing about this machine. These steps right here, one of the things that annoys me with Komatsu is they make little steps. But these steps right here are big steps. These are like custom steps that somebody had built to put on this tractor. If you look at this other Komatsu over here, you know, when you go to get in the machine, your leg is like hitting this step, you know what I mean? So those steps right here, they're big and they're comfortable. You know, get up no problem. You don't even have to grab onto anything. Those other steps, you're way in there and it's hard to get up. So,
and he also made a point about it's past the
it's
chest.
within.
within the tracks.
It's within the track. So whoever built these did a damn good job. My compliments, because that's one of the annoying things with Komatsu excavators are the steps. So kudos to whoever did that. Bro, what else you got?
I don't know. That's about it. You got it covered.
Oh, the shoe width here. These are 31.5-inch pads. Those are the widest pads available. There's 12 foot of track on the ground. That's why they call this a long carriage machine. It's got a longer than standard carriage. You'll say, well, what's the big deal of that? Well, it helps for the stability of the machine. It's more comfortable after running it all day, and it increases your lifting capacity, and it's just a good idea. So I guess what else, bro?
I think you got it covered, man.
All right, we're gonna lift this bucket right here. This bucket is I don't know, probably weighs about 4,000 pounds. I'm not sure, but this bucket is heavier than any amount of dirt that you'll put in that excavator bucket.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna play with this. We'll pick it up with that thumb and stuff. So that's about it. Also, this thumb right here, if you take that pin out and this pin out right here, this thumb literally folds up on that hinge point right there, and it folds up. Then you drive the pin in to hold the thumb up, so it folds completely out of your way when you're digging. I forgot to mention that. So So this engine right here is a 6-cylinder. It's an SAA6D 107E. It's 148 net horsepower, 155 gross horsepower. It is a turbocharged after-cooled engine, which gives you more horsepower and better fuel efficiency. That fuel tank right there is 105 gallons, which will run you anywhere from 12 to as many as 20 hours of operation, depending on your application. So that's pretty much that.
He had teeth in that other bucket. He kept in this bucket. He had it throwing out, so we're gonna do it all over again. I took the teeth out, scattered them all over my yard. Oops, sorry. Good hydraulic system on this thing. Very strong, very strong. Excavator, not thing. see it lifts the back end right here. That weight. Out that way. Look, now he's dropping it. Hey, I just picked those up. Oh, he's the boss. He can drop it, I guess. Very, very strong hydraulic. Good bite on that.
This bucket right there probably weighs about 4,000 pounds. It's a severe duty Hensley dirt bucket. It's a 54-inch dirt bucket. The only reason I picked it up is to show that this machine doesn't lack for power. There's no amount of dirt you can put in that bucket that would equal the weight of this other bucket. So.
And he also wanted me to pick those up. Yes, that is a very heavy. Whoa.
Alright, so this is the inside of the cab. It's missing one of these handles here. It's not a big deal. Here's your radio. This AC blows cold. Blows ice cold. You got a rear camera right here. Here's your seat. There's your idle. That may actually be the original seat. I'm not 100% positive of that. Here's your lift chart here. It says maximum lifting capacity 10 foot is 29,000 pounds. That's over the side. Over the front, it's 35,000 pounds. So anyway, it's a good tractor. Here's your idle. Swing lock. Lights all work.